Good afternoon, students. Today we will discuss the new topic that is known as the double helical structure of the DNA, that model of DNA. Watson and Crick in 1953 proposed a double helical model of DNA based on the X-ray diffraction data produced by Maurice Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. One of the important features of this model is the complementary base pairing. What is complementary base pairing? Just you can understand it. That as we have learned that there are two means purine and the pyrimidines are the nitrogenous bases. So one basis from the purine, adenine, always it will pairs with the another basis which is present in the pyrimidines. That is adenine pairs with the thymine, whereas cytosine pairs with the guanine. Later, Irwin Chargaff observed that in a double-stranded DNA, the ratios between adenine and thymine and that between guanine and cytosine are constant. That is, if suppose adenine and thymine is 1, then guanine and cytosines, their ratio will be always 1. It will be always 1. Yes, my dear students, now you can see the diagram and we can mention the salient features of the double helical structure model on this basis. Let us see. DNA molecule consists of two polynucleotide chain or strands helically twisted in right-handed manner, just as a rope or ladder with rigid stays twisted into a spiral. Each chain of DNA duplex has backbone formed of alternate deoxyribose sugar and phosphate. The phosphate group is connected to carbons 5' of the sugar residue of its own nucleotide and carbons 3' of the sugar residue of the next nucleotide by phosphodiester bonds. Phosphate group provides acidity to the nucleic acid because at least one of its side group is free to dissociate. Now we have to see that the two chains have opposite polarity or anti-parallel polarity. That is, if suppose one chain runs in 3' to 5' direction, then the other runs in 5 to 3' direction. The most characteristic features of the DNA model is that the two chains are held together by hydrogen bonds between their bases. The purines of one nucleotide chain pairs with the pyrimidine of the other, forming base pairs. When we are talking about the base pairs, how it is formed? It is formed by one of the purine and other with the pyrimidine base pairs. Adenine always adenine, which is a purine, is always paired with the thymine, a pyrimidine by 2 hydrogen bonds, and the guanine, a purine, which is always paired with the cytosine, a pyrimidine by 3 hydrogen bonds. It means when adenine pairs with the thymine, it has 2 hydrogen bonds, but when the cytosine pairs with the guanine, it has 3 hydrogen bonds. This makes the, or we can say thus the two polynucleotide chains of DNA are complementary to each other. Or we can say, in other words, we can say that the two chains are not identical. It is because of a specific base pairing with a purine lying opposite to the pyrimidine. A larger sized purine always lies opposite to a smaller sized pyrimidine. A opposite T and G opposite C. This provides an uniform thickness of 2 nm to the 2 chains in a DNA molecule. One turn of the twisted double helical structure, just you see, of DNA, it measures 3.4 nm. And it consists of a stack of 10 paired nucleotides, and the distance between adjacent pair nucleotide is 0.34 nm. The diameter of DNA is found to be 2 nm. Yes, we can say that the length of the DNA in E. coli is approximately it is 1.36 mm, while that of the human beings it is the 2.2 mm. Now we have to understand the next topic.